Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take this inside the 40. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here. Throwing. Love. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Bigsby. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. You look at this Packers defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Jaguars at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Bigsby. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Lawrence on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Jacobs. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Love from the gun. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. But now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Love. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Mayer from a yard out. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go play action with Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Third and 5. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. This is 2nd and 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. Love now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now Lawrence. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 29 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping it for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love looking to throw it. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now it's Peterson. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw now, here's Love. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Sheds off the tackle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get this down to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Second and 7. Love wants to shift things around. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Johnson goes in motion left. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Love eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Michael Mayer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Lawrence to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Off the play fake, Love. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
second down and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Love will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Love. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Working out of the gun, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The kick by McManus is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And some room to... There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get. Last time it stalled out, they were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Love. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Love. Johnson's got it complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Love from the gun. Able to get away.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Love now. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you want balance when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. In motion goes the tight end. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Lawrence. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Baron Browning able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. And now Love going to change things up. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Love. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Love looking to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point from McManus is good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's going to have a 1st down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing now, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He gets it to Thomas. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play here. 3rd and 2. Lawrence rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal. I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one is right through. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. Lawrence on the sneak, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go again with ETN. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And I think that one might intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw now, here's Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some